It's one of those things. I mean, I told the guys before the game, we've got, tonight's game was basically, two of the top programs in the state of Kentucky over the last 15, 20 years. And to have a season opener like that is, I know win or lose, that's a great game for both of us. And that game right there is not at all going to determine who goes to the state tournament, who wins the state championship, but I think it's a good opportunity for both of us to see what we've got. Got to give Scott County credit. We told our kids at halftime they weren't going to lay down. We knew they were going to fight back. Best coach team in the state of Kentucky, and they've just got tough kids. That's a tough game for our guys. When you get up 19 points against a team like that, to have to sustain that. My whole thing is, even me, I'm looking at the clock the whole game, just going, please clock, keep running. We were dealing with some injuries. JP, when Jalen Perry goes out, that's a big piece for us. He had 19 the other night against Holmes, and for him to be out early in the game, that hurt us, especially with Brandon Berry being out, who's a key reserve. Then we get a little foul trouble. We've got to have Jameel Wilson, our freshman out there, who's going to be great. Had a little struggle his first, few minutes, but settled down. So, we're trying to play with some funky lineups, again, with not practicing for a week. Now, I know people, I'm surely not asking for sympathy, because everybody would love to have Keelan and Quentin. There's no question about that. If we knock some free throws down, we do a better job, but at the same time, we got to do a better job of containing players like Gilbert. Billy told me before the game what a great player he was, and he proved it tonight. Just a tough kid, just a hard worker.
Talk about what you saw from Quentin and Keelan.
Well, we're in a tough situation right now, because we're not putting Keelan out on the perimeter so much to develop him as much as we just have to do that right now. And with our personnel, what we're dealing with at this point, that's where Keelan's got to be. And it didn't affect his scoring tonight, but it is affecting his rebounding. But I was proud of him. I think he had 5 steals tonight, which was big. He made some real good hustle plays defensively early on, which I was pleased he hadn't been doing. So we're still trying to feel out some different roles, and almost to some degree have some hodgepodge groups out there at times.
Quentin opened real strong.
Yeah, he did, and he struggled at the free throw line. I think he was still 10 of 16, but I said something to him today about getting some free throws up in school, and he came over to me. I said, I want to see how many you make in a row, and he came over and said he had 50 in a row. So I'm not, either he's a liar or he's a better practice shooter than game right now. But it's a mental thing. But I wouldn't trade those two guys or my team for any team right now.
You know what's wrong with Jalen?
Ankle sprain. Yeah. So we probably could have considered putting him out in the second half, but we just didn't feel we needed to. With the game tomorrow, with the weekend, if I had a better trainer, might have got him back quicker. But no.
Whatever schmuck I can.
Yeah. But, it's one of those that we just need him down the road.
Right. You know how far away Brandon is?
He started jogging today. He can't do any cuts or anything like that. So I think it's probably going to be a 2-week process. Hopefully we get him by maybe the KOB.
Got to look at the 7-footer Raekwon Long tonight. You guys denied the ball to him. He didn't have very many possessions himself. What do you think about the jobs that you guys did with him, and was it the game plan to deny him the ball?
Well, our thing is we front the post, and so we were going to continue to do that. We lost him a little bit on penetration tonight. He's going to be a good one again. Tell him where that situation will end up. But at the same time, this was great for us, because Saturday we got to play against a great point guard like Bolden. Tonight, a great coach team, a tough player scorer like Gilbert with a big guy. This is only going to get us better. It's a long, long season.
It's hard to point to one play in a game like that, but they cut it to 4. They called a timeout. Quentin drove, dished to Keelan.
What happened is there was a stretch, I told the guys, for about 3 minutes where we just got out hustled. We lost focus. We broke down defensively. We weren't stopping the ball. We weren't matching up. We gave up a bunch of hustle plays, 50-50 balls, and we just lost focus and gave those up. You know what? We just got to get better in that area. So I thought tonight we were very impressive at times, and tonight we showed our vulnerability.
You let your foot off the gas.
You want any of those guys? Yeah. Go tell hey, Quentin Keelan. I'm sorry.
You guys let the foot, kind of let your foot off the gas pedal tonight towards the end. Is that going to come down to a situation where you guys keep your starters in and just beat it to a pulp, or do you think you'll keep rejuvenating?
Well, we kept our starters in. The problem is fatigue kicked in, and when fatigue kicked in, that affected us. So we just got to be a little more consistent and get in better shape and develop.